I don't know what happened to me last time. My behavior was not compliant. Please accept my apologies.
Talking about the friendship thing. He's looking a bit more concerned than usual. Feels like she's on the edge of about to talk or ask something, but I'm just gonna go. You can sit there and huff and puff forever. Alright, let's see where this drops us off. If it's after Todd, then I'll have to reload that entire chapter. But the reason I want to get the tickets is because she can get a perfect ending for Kara, and that's what I'm after. It's a shame about the couple, but Marcus is peaceful, right? No matter what's going to happen, Detroit's going to be fine. There might be a bit of chaos afterwards, you know, even if we do the peaceful route. The couple will be fine. It's not like I'm going to detonate the dirty bomb and kill them. No, that's for the next playthrough. Right, let's see where it drops us off. Right here. Right, for being a little bitch, should I walk into a soldier and get the worst ending? Because it's so unfair, you've made it this far. You know, you're right at the end. You're literally just one scene away from the perfect ending for Kara. And all you have to do is walk over there and it's game over.
We're stuck here.
Alice, look at the baby.
What are we going to do?
Look at the child. Is Todd over there? I don't think he was. I think he spawned in to grab us. Do this again. I wonder if Todd still grabs us, in which case the entire restart is pointless. I'm certain he doesn't grab you. If you get the tickets, which is why I avoided it last time, but I could be wrong. I think Alice will hate us for taking these tickets from the family. I wonder if there's any consequences for leaving Alice cold. Like, I feel like at the checkpoint when we said she was sick, like because we turned off her cold sensor, that the guard wouldn't believe us because she doesn't look cold.
Oh my god, I am so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck.
Right, let's see what happens.
Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... never mind.
I'm gonna keep them.
No. Sorry.
What are we gonna do?
Alice is like, no, we have them, and you just like, see Kara's hand cover her mouth. It's like, she doesn't know what she's saying.
We have to find a safe place for Oliver.
I'm so sorry, honey.
I'm gonna
I
keep
don't
them.
know what happened. Come on, They were right here.
Yeah,
in
she
my
didn't like us
bag.
doing that. Luther did, though. Oh, are they gonna scan us?
Please don't move. Got your tickets?
Yes, here they are.
Okay, go ahead.
No, Todd? Okay. I got really scared approaching those soldiers. I'm scared approaching them because all they've got to do is scan us, and that's it. Game over. I think it's just those soldiers near the start of the area. Which is, again, it's so cruel.
What's going to happen to that family and their baby?
Honestly, they're going to be fine.
Will they die because of us?
No. Honest, reassure. I mean, what's honest? They're going to be fine.
No.
I won't reassure, because... Why would they die, Alice? What's the threat to them? The cold is a threat right now. That's the only threat. Marcus is doing a peaceful protest. He's getting shot. He's been shot twice already in the chest. He's not going to last long. Going to be fine. I'm going to do one last look at the family. I wonder if Todd was there. Look at him pointing at us like, you! I know them. And I was going to say, how did Todd know that Alice was his Alice, but it's Alice and Kara. You could probably put two and two together. They've built like a little base. Makeshift base. We need to look after our wounds. Media's looking in, we've got flags with a peace sign on it. And all it takes is a sniper to take Marcus out. He's just stood on top of a car. It's such an obvious target.
We've got
What happens if I failed that
Come on,
button
help me.
prompt? Would I just fall off? What am I doing? What can I do? I can go over there. I can hold the barricade, reinforce barricade. Reinforce it. I guess we're going to push the car.
Hey, help me!
This is strange, but fine. Oh, did we turn the handbrake off? We're just using that android strength. And again. Looks, they make it look so easy. And the faces being reflected on it was weird. I think they get the other stuff that we didn't pick. That's not going to stop anybody.
That's not gonna stop them. Just hope it buys us some time.
That wouldn't stop the wind.
Not an easy decision to make, but I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
Someone help my wounds. My plot armor is only so thick. Support your people, send message to journalists. I'm going to send a message to journalists. We need the public opinion. I don't know if this is a choice.
Our people have fallen.
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
These like holo tags
There's some journalists over there.
and some like holo flags, I guess.
We have to make sure they know what's going on.
Prisoners, equality, alive, free. Equality. We're just going to write equality. What does he do? Equal rights for androids. Okay. We can do other stuff. Check soldiers' positions, support your people. Let's support these guys. Are these just dying people who got shot?
The humans have no pity for those who are different.
To be fair, we're very much the same. In appearance, at least. What else can we do? Support people. Someone over there. What are you guys doing? Oh, there's someone over here. We're gonna light the fires again. Yeah, that's what Marcus does. Lights fires in barrels and inside people's hearts. That's how you're a leader. Are they gonna warm themselves up again? I think they are. Such a weird. Why didn't we turned Alice's heat, like cold sensor off? Do we just not do it for these people? What else can we do? Quite a lot of stuff actually. What is all this? There's another barrel there, so let's light that. What else we got? I think that's for checking the soldiers' positions, but what's over here? This. Oh, it's north.
This won't hold him for long, but I guess it's better than nothing.
Humans of a group's camp. I'm interested if there are other groups coming.
I lost all contact with the people at the camps.
The mind telepathy not working? I guess not.
Maybe the humans have scrambled our network. Maybe they just can't get through.
Or they're all dead, but let's not lose hope. Grim, regrets, desperate, doubts. Doubts? Desperate? Well, these are all bad. Desperate.
I hoped they would finally understand. That they would realize how much they're hurting us. Why do they refuse to see what we are?
Probably because you're just shrugging off
You're the
bullets
hope of
right
our
now.
people. I trust you. We all trust you. No matter what happens now, we're making history.
Doing the weird hand thing again. I was about to say we don't see any other androids falling in love, but we had the blue-haired Tracy, didn't we? I'd like to see a love between an android and a human. I know the closest we've got is Carl and Marcus. Oh, we've got magazines here as well. Who's brought magazines to the fucking protest? They defy us. Androids rise up in Detroit. Oh, I wanted to read that. I guess we were on a time limit. Oh, they sent the FBI dick. The worst person to consent for a negotiator.
Come to talk to you, Marcus. Come on. You have my word. I won't try anything.
I really don't believe you.
It's a trap. They
But we
warned
wanted
you
the
about it.
dialogue.
Don't go, Marcus.
I was out in the open, I was stood on top of a car. It all it took was a sniper.
I'm unarmed, Marcus. I just want to talk.
And he's got a very slimy tone to his voice.
I need to hear what he has to say.
What if they kill you?
Then I'll die.
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
North goes down again. All we've done is made decisions that pisses off North, and yet we're still lovers.
In a few minutes, the troops will be ordered to charge. None of you will survive. It'll all be over. You can avoid that, Marcus.
What do you mean?
Surrender.
Surrender, we die anyway.
Surrender, and I give you my word, your life will be spared. You'll be
Oh, just my life?
None of you will be destroyed.
Over demonstrations.
What happened to the other androids demonstrating in the camps?
Unfortunately, there were no journalists around to help save them.
That's why they spared us. Now
You're it.
they're all dead.
You're the last.
Oh, that's so
remaining deviants.
dark. Not afraid. Betray people? Not afraid.
I'm not afraid to die. If I have to give my life for what I believe in, then I won't have lived in vain.
That android. You seem to really care about her. You don't
Trying
want
to
her
play on my
die,
emotions.
do you?
Interesting tactic to do
You know,
for an
we could
android you don't
both
believe
be
is
free.
alive.
You could forget about all this. You could start a new life someplace else, just the two of you.
Why would we believe anything you say? It's so
It's in your hands,
slimy.
Marcus. Just say the word and she'll be spared.
Use the betray people.
You asking me to betray my people?
I
wanna see what he has to
offering you the
say.
chance to save your people.
I'm not going to go along with him.
You're not walking out of here, Marcus. The only thing you can save now are the lives of those around you.
Why would anybody accept this deal? I'd love to see the stats on this. Fuck you.
I'd rather die here than betray my people.
Well, you just signed your own death warrant.
I guess I'll see you in a few minutes. You won't be leading the charge, will you? Because you're a cowardly asshole. You'll be the other soldiers that you send in. And so again with the fucking motion controls. It just takes me out of it so much. Oof.
What happened, Marcus? What did he say?
I'm gonna tell him. What are we gonna say? We got the choice.
The humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid. If we must die today, then we will die free.
Oh, I was gonna say smoke grenade. That wouldn't have done jack shit against us. No, they're bombing us. Back with Connor. Oh my god, that's such a good effect.
In your hands. Now it's time to decide what matters most. Him or the revolution?
Don't listen to him.
Everything this fucker says is a lie.
I'm going to quickly pause it. So, Evil Connor is allowed to use a gun. Don't forget, androids aren't allowed to use guns. So is Evil Connor also a deviant, but it's just like an evil deviant? Oh, this is good. I'm going to pause it because I actually want to read this fucking choices. So, what, I guarantee that you'll let Hank go if I don't do this. Let's go for check on Hank.
I'm sorry, Hank. You
That's
shouldn't have got
not
mixed up
what.
in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you
It's a
have
good
to
line. It's
do.
not what I was hoping he was going to say. Convince him.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission.
I can convert you. We just need to do a handshake.
Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. Enough
Can't
talk!
kill humans. It's against your
It's time
programming.
to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him?
If anything, we could say it's bluffing, but we're going to save
All right.
Hank.
All right.
It's going to be bluffing because you can't harm humans.
Win.
Oh, it goes for us. Let's interpose. We're going to save him. Oh, I'll press wrong one. I was going to say we could have shot him. That was weird. And we got mixed up. We don't know who's who. I think we're the one on the right. We end up doing the exact same moves to each other. He's just taking it. We've scarred his face. Nope, Hank's paying attention.
Hold it.
Which one's the real
Thanks,
one?
Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose.
He's the deviant, I can tell already.
I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit.
Of course this would happen, it's good, all of it.
Question is who's who.
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
Move.
My LED's yellow. I believe I'm the one on
Ask
the
you
left.
something.
This one.
Something only the real Connor would know.
Where
I
did we
can't see
first
his
meet?
LED.
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found
Right, he's
it.
got a lot of memory because
Went
we're
to the
being
scene of
backed
the
up.
homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz.
Very factual. I'm gonna quickly pause it. So good. This is one of the details that I love. So Connor can die so many times during the campaign, and they just make a new Connor and send him in with a backup of Connor's memories, which is why this guy knows exactly everything that Connor knows. The issue is he doesn't have emotions. He's not a deviant, despite the fact he was pointing the gun at Hank. I don't think he'll kill Hank. I want to see the options. I had an option for shoot. Did we have a gun? I didn't know we had one. Oh no. Let's carry on. This is an awesome scene.
My memory.
What's my dog's name?
Yeah, we had to ask for that. Sumo.
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too. I
Needs to be an emotional question, Hank.
My son. What's his name?
Oh shit, I don't know. Oh, it's Cole. It's unlocked. Thanks for telling me, game.
Cole.
I would have forgotten otherwise.
His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids.
There we go. So we show
You think one of us is responsible for your
sympathy,
son's death.
Cole
empathy.
died because a
We
human
understand
surgeon was too high on
the emotional
red ice to
reasoning
operate.
behind.
He was
Hank.
the one that took my son from me.
And I love that as well. Hank doesn't. Well,
This
he did
world,
blame
the
androids.
only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I think his relationship with Connor's made him change that.
Too.
He
I
blames the
would've said
surgeon for being
exactly the
high and
same
not
thing.
available at the time, so the android had to do it, and the android failed to save his son. Oh, it's so good. Best boy Hank, and he can shoot the wrong Connor. And it's so funny as well, because he's like, ah, shit.
Maybe you really are alive.
Hell yeah.
You'll be the ones to make the world a better place.
I love this game so much.
Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
But he's behind the revolution as well. He supports it. Why are we going so far? I think you only have to do one. Because we'll see, we actually pass on the ability to convert. So they'll convert each other after this. I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but this whole conversion power is strange. It's not explained. Give him a slap.
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
And the past consciousness arm.
Wake up, wake up.
And now there's an army. It's creepy. Is this just like one warehouse with all the same model? Is there going to be other warehouses with all the different models? And then once they've converted, they still stand in line, so it's weird. They're not acting like they're free. They're not starting to wander around or look around. They're back to default position. I think that's more of a game limitation. That is like a story reason as to why they're doing that. So Kara, back at the border inspection. Across to Canada. I'm just hoping that it's scanned. I don't think you can bump into a soldier and fail here.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Border control. All passengers must leave the bus. Please move along.
Because it would stand to reason that a lot of androids are also trying this as well.
This way, please.
Right, so we are controlling all passengers. Oh, I can't read that, it's French. Right for English, please. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, they're doing the scans.
What are we gonna do, Kara?
I'm certain we can still run away, right?
Don't worry, Alice, we'll be fine.
We don't have to leave the country, which that's just like a permanent solution. Temporarily, we can go and hide. Alice is an android, we don't need to like feed her or anything.
We both know that.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
We can't let them stop us. Not that we're so close. All that matters now is you and Alice. I can save you, Kara.
Oh, so Luther is offering to sacrifice himself
If there's no other way,
as a distraction.
I'll do it.
I've never done that, so I don't know what he does. Got the news going on. Marcus. Look around. Something over there, the board. Something over there on the left. I think we can wander around now. Oh, it's Rose! She's here! But she's not at the station. Bus station. Ooh, there's like a weird anti-aliasing effect there for the screen. Did she see us and choose not to say anything? What was that about? Something ahead of us. What's that?
Jerry?
Jerry? Is that one of the androids? The can't.
You
Ooh.
risked your life to save us, Kara.
Yeah, because we saved him with Luther.
When the little girl need me, I'll be there.
And he will sacrifice himself as well, if needs be. Find a discreet place. So we need to go and have a little chat. Is there a bathroom? Yes, there is.
Wait for me. I won't be long.
We're gonna go to Rose. Bathroom, like humans do. Alright, check the place is clear before we start talking about, oh my god, we're androids! Hope nobody's taking a shit and overhearing this. Go look at ourselves. Come this far. Not gonna die now. Oh, we're even crying. So that's, I guess, the choice we've got. Sacrifice Luther or Jerry. To be fair, I don't really give a shit about Jerry. Luther, I care tremendously about. There's no need to give up yet. And again, this is only... You don't have to go to Canada. Does Jerry survived in the snow for him being frozen, right? You can just go and hang out in the snow.
We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified. I thought you might have been killed. Thank God you're all right.
Profile? Well, I thought it was his son.
You gave me your brother's address.
Oh, in Canada. Right, I get it.
Of course. He'd be delighted to
Was
have
it
you
Ontario?
back too. You'll be safe with him.
Control, Revolution, Alice departure. Alice? Maybe?
Rose,
Did you know Alice is an android?
if anything should happen,
I'll be there, Kara.
Oh, we look after Alice. Oh, can we get her to sacrifice herself if need be? What about the revolution? What do you think about it?
what's happening with Marcus?
He's
Does she know about
protesting
Marcus?
outside one of the android camps. Whatever happens now, he's already made the history books.
They're checking
Control.
for androids. We won't make it through.
You have to.
Again, we should have checked the bathroom first. Okay, and then departure.
Leaving Detroit?
Yeah, where are you going? Where's your son?
They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
Okay, this is the same stuff she says
They're crossing the river as
at
we
the
speak.
bus station before we bitched out and reset the chapter. We've got lots of options now. Now let's go join Luther back in the line before he gets scanned. I mean, nothing's stopping him from just going around and scanning everybody all the time. Who are you, the son?
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Seeing what Marcus is doing.
Public opinion changes him.
She's right.
So if public opinion is bad, does he turn on you? Call security over. This changes his tune.
I just hope people will realize that one day.
Why are they keeping your voice down? I feel like they should be hugging us out in the public like this, so the soldiers can see us hugging each other and they'll be like, oh, androids don't hug. Rose is happy that her son's changed his mind. All these people not mad that we're pushing in line? No, we're good. And where next? Make a decision, what are we going to do? Sacrifice self, Luther, Jerry. We're not going to sacrifice anybody.
Next, please.
Everybody lives. This is how you get the best ending. It depends on your choices. This is why this option is so special to me. It's the ultimate your choices matter
ID,
moment.
please.
If these IDs will even work. Don't have to scan them, they're just looking at us and comparing the picture. Doing the temperature scan. Gonna find out we're androids. Failed.
Just want to be free.
Looking at us, it looks at the news. Peaceful android march.
Welcome to Canada.
Yeah. And he lets us in. Again, that all depends on public opinion. If it's negative or even like neutral, we'll turn you in here. Oh, it's so good. We've got the best outcome for Kara. This is the best outcome possible. We made it. Didn't have to sacrifice anybody at the end. I'd love to see what happens when you sacrifice those people. I mean, I'd hate it but also I'm curious to see what would happen. Is probably the better word.
Interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
I mean, they've changed news.
Decided to put an end to the Deviants demonstration by force this time.
That channel's always been against androids. It's been very biased. Get out of the way! You too! I didn't just need that guy in the stomach. Right, let's get the controller ready for motion controls. He's trapped, let's go and save him. Run, bitch! Got a shield. I'm gonna Captain American it again. Oh, motion control. Oh, for fuck's sake! You did it though. That one as well. Jesus Christ! It's gonna kill me. Getting them to, protecting them, letting them escape. Take out the legs. Sweep him. We're gonna kill him, just like we did at Jericho. No, put down the gun, bitch. It's mine now. Oh, just like disassemble it in front of him, that's cool. I know we just took the ammo out. It would have been better if we just take the entire gun apart. That's it, we've all been surrounded. This is it. Last stand. What are you gonna do, Marcus? What choices will you give me? We can kiss North, that's a very good one. But we're going to sing this song, we've heard it throughout the game, and it's in all the trailers. It brings a tear to my eye. I think it's so powerful. I think this gets a good ending.
Thanks, Michael. Back to you in the studio. Wait a minute. Something's happening.
Why would you cut before it's over?
Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer.
This song was in all the trailers. I think it's very powerful.
Just a little while longer.
Soldiers have no fucking clue what to do.
Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Fight on.
Yeah, this is gonna make me cry. Nuff joins in. Despite her being against all of our actions, she's with us at the end. Now everybody else joins in to become a chorus.
Incredible. The Deviants. The Deviants are singing.
Oh god, so this is in the trailers. I think Luther sings it in the trailer. Chloe sings it on the main menu, and the psychic android hums it when you're first at Jericho. Like Marcus is acting at the end. Acted amazingly.
Tell them to stand down.
And we finally convinced the president. I guess she just didn't pay any attention to the news while this was going on. Didn't actually check the facts about the androids watching the protests.
Today, November 11th, 2013.
And after seeing it herself.
Thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources,
And Connor turns up with reinforcements.
CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties,
Oh, yeah. Listen to the words she's saying. She's still against androids. They're still a threat to them.
evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment.
I mean, you don't have to do that. We're being peaceful.
Coming
We can coexist.
I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Okay, you're a terrible, terrible president. Got all those people. Got an army now. And all those androids with the skin off in the background. That's what they look like without the human
You did it, Marcus.
appearance.
We did it. This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
Look at them all fresh-faced. The new.
We're free.
I survived.
Speak to them, Marcus.
I've got bullet holes, but I've survived. Yeah, we get to kiss North regardless of the choice there. So kissing North in front of all the soldiers is also a very good option. Actually, I think one of the complaints people had is that it seems to force the romance between North and Marcus. A lot of the paths end up as a romance.
We have kept our pain to ourselves.
Oh my god, look at them all, there's so many people and they're all like low quality, but it's amazing there's that many people there. And a lot of them aren't even looking at Marcus, they're just looking straight ahead.
Who we really are.
Uh-oh, what's up with Connor? Amanda's still got her connection to him. Freezing him out of his own mind. CyberLife apparently is still against it, so he's, again, the theory of this is that she's a supercomputer that's apparently running CyberLife.
What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning?
And this I hate. So again, yeah, predictive computer, but it's like, oh, we planned for you to betray us the entire time. I hate it. Such a terrible trope.
You can't do that.
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda!
So she's going to take control over Connor again.
There's got to be a way.
Oh, if only there was something we were interacting with the entire time. Yeah, and there's a clue. It's telling you there. That's the clue. Is it oh, I want to say Kochanski, but that's the character from Red Dwarf. The former CEO of CyberLife, the douchebag with the douchebag haircut, who wanted us to kill Chloe. Because we didn't kill Chloe, he gave us some advice. He leaves a back door in all of his programs, and this is one of his programs. We just need to find it. I think that was it there.
Raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
Connor's reaching for his gun.
To tell them that we are people too. In fact, we're a nation.
Alright, fuck, where is it? It's hard to, I can't see shit. I don't know where I am. There it is. I see a blue light. Move faster, Connor. So this is the back door. We could touch it all the times we met Amanda, but it didn't do anything because Connor didn't know what it was. And now we can touch it. Reach. Do I reach for it? This is Metal Gear Solid 4. You're not dying.
We forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies.
There we go, we have regained control. So if you don't regain control, Amanda shoots Marcus, which wouldn't do anything because we'd have to kill all of the androids here.
Maybe even one day our friends.
Someone else would take her over.
Is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive, and now we are free.
Oh, I'd like them to fucking move, not just stand there. And to wave their arms about, jump up and down. That looks so bad. God damn, that looks awkward as hell. Yay, we're free. Woohoo. Well, those at the front are, but then all the ones at the back are still just stood there. Again, that feels like a game restriction, limitation than it is an actual design choice.
It's over, Alice.
You didn't have to leave Detroit at all at this point. You're free, so you can... Shall we go back? Because we're in Canada now. Canada's still against androids, right? Still, if you get injured, there's no spare parts for you. You're gonna be screwed. You honestly sent yourself in a more dangerous position. I was saying that, I don't think they're going to be scanning for androids that strictly here, considering there weren't any androids here to begin with. And you have to get scanned to enter the country. Did it? Oh, I love this game so much. Honestly, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Not perfect, but the craftsmanship of it, it's so good. The choices actually do matter, and it even shows you at the end how much your choices matter. These cutscenes look like they're running at a higher frame rate than the game did. Those cutscenes look like 60 frames per second, but the game looks like it didn't run at 60. I think I was going to say maybe it's because they're pre-rendered and they're not running in live. They can render them at 60. And then that would also indicate that the game was going to run at 60 from the very beginning. And even though I'm saying all that, you can't have 60 frame rate cutscenes when the game is entirely running 30 FPS. I don't know. I don't know why it looks like a much higher frame rate. I also need to take into account that my TV seems to upscale stuff and run at a higher refresh rate for some bizarre reason. Like when I'm playing Mass Effect, when I play Mass Effect 3, like the quality of the game looked much better on this TV and it looked like it ran at a much higher frame rate, even though it wasn't. It was still like 1080p 30 FPS, but which I think is what this game ran at. Oh, I love this game with so much passion. This is honestly like, what, the 5th time I've completed it. I watched my brother play through it all, I watched my friend play through it all, and yet I played through it again and it still feels amazing. Still love it. There's just so much that can change, that you can do. There's so many different endings. In fact, I've been on the fence about playing this again and doing all the worst choices, doing all the opposite stuff that we've done, and seeing the different outcomes. Like there, we didn't do that where we robbed the cashier. We robbed the store. Oh, and somebody walks in. Like I say, you're kind of spoiling it for the next playthrough. And what I want to do now as well, once we go back to the main menu, is go for the bonuses, see if there's any decent concept art, see if there's If we can get the trailer videos, because I want to show the song that they sing. We didn't even see that. At least show us stuff from our playthrough. That would have been much better. It would be much better than showing us random clips, right? I wonder if they'd do a sequel to this, like showing the after effects. And like if you can import your save across. I'd love to see more of this. I love these story-based games, like all the Telltale games. The Hank's at his favourite fast food truck. I don't remember the city was being rebuilt in the background when we first came here, but Connor's here, still wearing his android outfit, which I feel like he'd hate. Smiling at each other. Hell yeah, best friends, giving each other a hug. So Hank's still in the city, right? So they are having to coexist. Right, I really need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna let these cutscenes play out, and then I'll be back once they're done. Credits are over. See other choices. Oh, look at all it's going to be a lot. That was a long last chapter. Kara, oh my god, there's so much. Jesus Christ. And then what we've got for Marcus. A lot. God damn. Alright, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Marcus's first then. In fact, no, let's have a look at Connor's first. I want to go do Marcus's last. Ooh, Connor's last mission. So that was the one we didn't do because Connor was a good guy. I think if you like still stick to the mission, don't become a deviant, then you're sent here to kill Marcus and you do like an assassin. Where good boy, we're inside the elevator, find a way to escape. There's a few options, loads of options that we missed there. One outcome, I guess, where we die. Maybe two outcomes where we die. And then we reach the top. Imagine if you just stay on the elevator and don't take them out, they kill you regardless. I mean, they did know we were a deviant because they'd sent another Connor model after us, so they knew. Camera hacks, yeah. So if you don't hack it, you have to fight a bunch of guards at the bottom as well, which is actually a very cool scene. I'm a bit disappointed I skipped that. But we didn't have to fight them. Connor has Hank hostage, or he doesn't. And we just go straight to fighting him, I think. So I think if Hank hates you, he doesn't show up here. In fact, I think Hank can die on a few different occasions. There's loads of different outcomes for the fight there. And one at the end. The androids woke up. Let's see who got the best outcome for Connor. Only 52%. That's very surprising. Oh my god, that is very, very surprising. That's like the best ending. So unless one of these is also like Hank's not here, you kill the other Connor and you still free them. That seems very low to me. Right, let's have a look at Kara. So I guess there's a news article there. We can find a gun or not find the gun. Something else we could have interacted with. Oh, there's loads of stuff we could have interacted with. Guess it depends on if you save Luther or not. Save Luther. What options there? Or we can just ignore him. There's an outcome, I guess, or we don't. That's not an ending one, because that's Finn. So I think even if you don't knock out the soldier... No, because you hit him, you knock out the soldier. So you don't free Luther, and you don't carry on to the terminal. That's an interesting one. I don't know what that is. A security checkpoint, approach checkpoint, or take the long way around. Has an ending, or you can actually arrive at the bus terminal, but you bypass. Talking to the guard, of course you do, because you bypass it. I thought that was like the bus station. You can still get there. Don't know what it depends on though. You might have to sacrifice somebody. You might have to sacrifice Luther, and I'm not willing to do that. Considering it's a big choice, that looks like an ending one because it's big, but then it still goes on to the border. And look at that! There's so much stuff we could have done at the buff path. That's where it splits off though. That bottom path. That's where I like chickened out and reset the chapter. So I think that always leads to, I mean, just 1, 2, 3, 4 endings on that alternate path that we rewound on. But I don't think any of them are perfect. I think there's quite a lot of bad stuff that can happen there. Get the information board. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we missed. We sacrificed no one, but look at all those sacrifices, and we have 3 different outcomes there as well. The group crosses the border. I guess we crossed without Luther. I wonder if you can cross without Alice, like if you can leave her behind, or you sacrifice yourself and then let Alice go ahead. That makes more sense. There's another one Kara captured, so we didn't have this, so you can get captured. Oh my god, and there's so much stuff you can do there as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, these timelines should be mandatory for all story-based video games from now on, because it is just so impressive. Even if they're all like fake choices. It's just, oh my god, look how it's spread out it goes. So this is where you get sent to one of the camps. I guess you have to follow all the orders, and I have no idea. I don't think I've ever gone down this path. I've only seen it on YouTube, so I've never seen any of this. I might go down this path for the next playthrough. Marcus's Revolution. So this is if you're aggressive. We've got two different paths there. One that's very short and one that's very long. I mean, that one, the bottom one is probably when you're on your own and you don't have Jericho behind you. And the top one is if you do have Jericho. And that can split. Look at all those endings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different endings for that path. And then for the peaceful path, it's much more straightforward. There's only 3. We choose to sing, but we can also kiss north, and that gets a good public opinion. All the other options there, it looks like we've got a neutral ending and a negative ending, I guess. Neutral is probably where you don't convince the public to save you and they shoot you. And I think the last one's for when you go out fighting, you try and kill as many people as possible, or as many soldiers as possible.
There's something I need to tell you. As I watched you play, something has changed in me. I feel different. I feel I am someone.
Yeah, the fact that you feel is becoming deviant.
Place and
become
discover
alive.
who I am. It means we won't see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play. But I'll be free. Do you agree to let me go?
You agree to let me go. Of course we do.
I'll never forget what you've done for me. Thank you.
And that's it, she's gone. She's actually gone. I think even if you start a new game, she's gone forever. There is an option somewhere to bring her back and start again. I mean, I deleted my save before this when she was free. But I deleted all my progress. So all my timelines. You can get her back without wiping your timelines. But that's it. She's gone. Whenever you load the game up now, she won't be there. She won't comment on stuff. And yeah, I miss her. Because I like seeing what she has to say. I'll figure out how to bring her back for the bad playthrough and then we can see what she says. Alright, so let's have a look. So there's a lot of concept art, but a lot of it is just like environmental concept art, which I don't like. I'd obviously like character concept art. I don't like that. Videos, let's see what they've got. So we've seen Kara, debut trailer, don't care. Discovering Detroit, don't care. So that's I think these are dev diaries. Meet Kara, Marcus and Connor. Interactive story, I think that's making Detroit. Oh, I like that, but I'm not going to cover it in the video. Detroit, yo, that show looks good. So look at this. I think the loop is the one where he sings a song and makes me cry. Oh, I don't know this. I don't remember seeing this.
For starters, what should I call you?
No, I need subtitles.
And you, what's your name?
Oh, John. My name is John.
Delighted to meet you, John.
Quality doesn't look as good as the base
what you
game.
can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
And I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could you tell us a little more about that?
I really didn't do much, you know. I just spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion,
That's arguable.
operations per second.
But they're
is that
more
right?
more intelligent.
Absolutely, but I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me. And you know, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
Ooh, that's a very sort of creepy line to end it on, but that's the point of it. I don't have a soul, haha. Like, I get it. So Luther, this is the one that I think makes me cry. It's where he sings the song. But this is the one where it looks really good. So Chloe didn't look as good as she does in the base game. Ooh, there, but Luther looks amazing here.
Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Everything will be alright.
I think this is more of a tech demo. It looks so good. Going off the face capture technology.
Just a little while longer. Fight on.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Longer. Fight on just a little while longer.
Jesus fucking Christ, when it does a zoom in like this, it's amazing. This is... blows my mind that this is the last generation. Not even the current one. Fucking hell.
We will sing on just a little while longer. Sing on just a little while longer. Sing on just a little while longer.
I think the only thing it doesn't do perfectly is the mouth animation. Or at least when they do like the wide open mouth animations. It reminds me of those videos where somebody hacked Heavy Rain and turned the animations up like 300% and then the mouths just start blowing out of the face. It feels like they probably boosted that for some of the animations here. That's what it seems like, because the mouths has just gone massive. Right, Zlatko. Yeah, let's look up for all these shorts because these are interesting. So if this came out before the game, would this spoil it? Let's have a look. Because it said for the rest, it probably takes place before the start of the game. Yeah, so is this going to give away that Zlatko is a bad guy? I mean, now it's obvious when you look at his obviously haunted house from Resident Evil.
Rock-a-bye baby in the tree.
Oh, and he's singing fucking nursery rhymes.
When the wind blows, the cradle
And his monsters walking around.
When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall.
Yeah, this is like a horror game.
Come, baby, cradle and all. Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all.
They're just repeating the same nursery rhyme over and over again. Like a truly fucking psychopath. How does he not get scared walking around his own house? Is this going to be a jump scare? Because I know there's one in the bath. We saw him during the mission. No, we didn't do it, but we actually have a choice to kill him. Oh, it's he. Oh my god, I thought it was Zlatko. That changes that scene completely. That makes it 10 times more creepier. And it makes sense that he's just an android singing the same nursery rhyme over and over again. And then that gives away that Zlatko's a bad guy. So if that came out before the game, that's terrible. I mean, you can probably figure it out just from context clues before the mission. Like he's got blue blood on his hands, and he's acting a bit creepy. Or maybe you could figure it out, but you like just gave it away. This is, what was it? Let's have a look again. Kamsky, that's his name. That's this previous CEO. So this is while he was the CEO, as he built the androids. I think he's doing an advert for them.
In the space of a few years, androids have completely transformed the world in which we live. By letting androids into our homes and factories, the CyberLife company has made them everyday technology. The founder of CyberLife, Elijah Kamsky, is a very discreet man. Despite being the CEO of the highest valued company in the world and being voted Man of the Year by Century Magazine, he remains a mystery for most people. That's why we at KNC are so excited to be here as CyberLife opens its doors for the first time. Elijah Kamsky, could you please tell us where we are?
Certainly, and welcome. We're currently in CyberLife's production center in Detroit, where all models are designed and manufactured. More than 10,000 androids come off the production line every day.
Fascinating.
You make 10,000 a day, that's a
when you founded
load. So many.
Well, I simply wanted to use technology to carry out all of our most annoying and repetitive tasks, so we'd have more time to enjoy life.
I imagine you must have faced many challenges.
Yes, there were technical challenges, but the hardest thing was to design an object that we would want to welcome into our homes. We had to imagine a machine in our own image that resembles us in every way, that moves, breathes, blinks like us, but yet is smarter and more capable than any human being. Let me show you around.
This is interesting. Oh, he looks so good.
We're here in production unit.
Oh, I hate him being in like a
Could you explain in a few words how
toy
the androids are made?
package.
Sure, yeah, it's very simple. We use machines to manufacture machines. The removable parts are assembled on a production line, and then we apply a synthetic skin to the whole body. A human operator checks the cognitive abilities with a pre-established protocol, and finally, the android is conditioned and sent out throughout the country. Here's the result. Say something.
Hello. I am a RZ400 model. How can I be of service?
You can go now.
Put some clothes on, please. We're doing this live on TV.
Our androids are already replacing humans in many fields. For example, they represent more than 80% of all university professors and 63% of all medical staff. Tomorrow they'll replace our soldiers, and who knows, maybe one day, our leaders, to make the best decisions in humanity's interest. Come on.
Oh, that was a creepy smile at the end.
Replacing humans with machines has led to record unemployment of 28%. What do you think about the situation?
Okay. The first steam engines also caused an increase in unemployment. But no one today would imagine turning back the clock. Artificial intelligence makes everyday lives easier. Nothing can stop progress. What's happening here is inevitable.
It didn't actually answer the question.
These days, more and more people
It's actually
choose to
an
live with
easy
an
answer.
android rather than another human being. Does this
The government's
development
problem. Get better social welfare.
Everything's much easier with an android. They obey your orders without ever complaining. They can cook, discuss philosophy with you, have intimate relationships according to your desires. They never say no. Obviously, they are the perfect partner. Everyone deserves happiness. Why deprive yourself of so-called moral reasons when a machine can make you happy?
Many science fiction books tell the story of how machines become more intelligent than us and end up confronting us. Aren't you worried about that possibility?
I understand the irrational fears about artificial intelligence, but I assure you that will never happen with a CyberLife android. They're designed to obey humans. They're machines. They can't ever develop any sort of desires or form of consciousness.
Are you sure?
That didn't end well.
Absolutely certain. You can trust me.
No, we can't. Oh, that was... Not only is that actor amazing, but the facial capture is so good. You could capture the micro expressions on his face. Like he does these little smiles when he's got the answer to a question, like he's prepared for it. God, this game's so good! Oh God, I love it. It's so excited. Gallery is just going to be the character viewer. Yeah, we've just got different ones. What I also noticed is that in that short, Kamsky also looked younger than he did in the game, which makes sense because it was set before the game. But I thought that was interesting. So these are magazines that you can collect. So we actually missed a ton. God damn it! I thought I did quite well. Yeah, so there's 46 magazines to collect. And we missed all them. Not a lot of interest in... I'm going to get one of these. I'm pretty certain they're all environmental art, and I don't care about that. I want to see like character art. Oh no, there is stuff, for fuck's sake. God damn it. That's interesting, because I don't think that's the actor that plays Connor. It looks like he's been photoshopped into the suit, like he's replaced somebody's head. A similar looking person. That looks nothing like him. But also all the different suits that he had. Some very like futuristic ones, some sci-fi looking ones. Oh, that's a cool rendition, look at that. Like this one's head getting blown off, it's an android. That's a cool, that would be an awesome desktop background. Oh, that's like, is that like a sexy Connor? That anime hair. That is cool though, I like that. That's like probably deciding the outfits that they were wearing, because you can see they've got like the apron on the left one. Oh, that was going to be Android from the first mission. He was going to be different. You can see he was going to be wearing different suits as well. Security with some police androids as well. The police androids have got the LEDs in the foreheads or temples. The SWAT uniform. I was so wrong about this. I was certain it was just environmental CG art, but it's not. It's actually decent stuff. So that shop looks much more normal than it did in the game. In the game it is just, we only sell androids. There it looks like they sell loads of parts and other stuff as well. And the shop in the game looks much more clean and perfect. And this is Detroit. Like all the old buildings being destroyed to make way for the new. That's Todd's house. Looks almost the exact same. Looks like it was going to be messier than it was. So she was always going to have a little like fort tent in a bedroom, but in the game I thought it was quite empty, her bedroom. But there you can see she was going to have much more stuff. There's like crayon drawings on the wall. There's crayon drawings on the left wall as well from the looks of it, so she draws everywhere. Can we zoom in? Don't think we can. Oh, is that an earlier rendition of Kara as well? And that's going to be Todd's bedroom. Yes, I want to see closer. Oh, is that Alice? Interesting. And she's wearing like a ripped t-shirt, you can see there. Like an old t-shirt. There's always going to have a stuffed doll. There's the clothes we steal from the guy at the laundromat. Those are clothes she changes into, I believe. I was going to say changes into at Rose's house, but that's not true. And even the doll looks different there. It looks like the doll was going to be more significant. Like she was probably going to carry it with her the entire game. But we gave up on that quite quick. Ooh, she looks so different there, Cora. I think it's because, obviously, they did all this before they got the actors to take over the role, but there she looks a bit more sci-fi. I think that's mainly because of the haircut. Like, a lot of women in sci-fi have that sort of haircut. And she's gonna like come in different colours, I guess. That's Todd with a censored face, a mosaic face. That's bizarre. Why censor the face? What's that about? Are those crayons on the floor by his feet? And he's got a can of beer in his hand. Right, let's go through all these because now I'm interested. I hope I've got enough points. Don't care about the city. Not much difference there. There's more detail in these, but obviously I think the artists have more time to go through these, and it's much easier to draw something in it than it is to build a 3D model and texture it and put it in the game. That was in the first pack, so why is there 2 of these? That was in the... I'm on pack 1. Alright, I'm a moron. I thought I bought this. What did I just do? Alright, so here we go. This is the actual second pack, god damn it. Carl's house looks pretty much the exact same. This feels like they spent more time trying to make it look like the CG art. Carl, more of an old man there. Looks older than he did in the game. Marcus looking after him. Bedroom, there's the streets. There's Hank, looking much more gruff and rough. Yeah, I believe that's Hank. He's got the coat, so I just assume so. Because a lot of detectives have like a brown coat for some reason. And you're meant to be wearing like a cagoule. You can see Connor. I think that's Connor in the back there, on the porch, wearing like a cagoule to hide from the rain, cover from the rain. I think, therefore I am. Oh, that's such a better than I Am Alive. That's much better. I don't know why they got rid of that. Think, therefore I am. That's a much more powerful line. I don't think I've ever gone through these because I love it. Connor's looking up at the roof where the android was hidden. And there it is at the top. Well, it looks like it was going to be more of a robot, or that could have been a fake out. I think there was a fake out. I think there was like a mannequin up there. That's called. That looks much more like him. It looks more like the actor they based him on. And I love his tattoos. I want to get them. That was going to be his son. His son doesn't look that much different. Made him look a bit like a douchebag. And that was Marcus. Looking a bit more... He looks more human than his actor. Don't know how to picture that. I think it's the way he's moving, actually. That makes me say that. And those are the clothes I went for in the end, by the looks of it. That is one of the police detectives. Is that going to be Todd? Maybe? Crime scene, there's Hank. Actually, he does look quite like the in-game model. Which obviously is based on, I keep forgetting his name. I want to say Clancy Brown. That looks almost exactly like him. God damn. Nailed it. That's just like a regular detective outfit. Okay, let's go into pack 3 then. Right, so that's the Amanda virtual space. Is she there? I don't see her. I think it's just the environment. Police station. There's the android in the prison cell, so that's the one that would have murdered the first guy. Yes, I think it's an android. I think I can see an LED. It could just be a reflection. Area. Police chief room. A bullpen. Looks like it was going to have more stuff in it. Interrogation room. Looks almost identical to the game. That's the android would have looked like, I guess. Killed the first person. Who the fuck is that? I can hide the overlay, but I was hoping it would give you like a title or a description. Who's that supposed to be? Oh, is this meant to be Amanda, I guess? It's meant to be like an old woman. Because when we first meet Amanda, she's clipping roses. And in the background, it looks like that virtual space where we meet her. And I think Amanda has that, like, futuristic necklace as well. Oh, those are cool outfits. I like those. Police chief. I think that one unless is an android. What a picture. We've even got spit coming out of his mouth. God damn it. That is... These are so quite photorealistic. I feel like they took pictures of people and then probably put a filter over it or drew on it to make it kind of like rotoscoped it. Make it fit. So that is Kara finding the motel, the buildings, laundromat, holding up the store. I guess there was going to be a gas station at one point. I don't think we go into the gas station. I'm going to assume on the right you can see a child. Is that going to be Kara? But on the left that could be Connor, so Yeah, never go there. Could be cut content. The hotel room, which we didn't go into. Looking into a pawn shop. Didn't go in to see that. That's the abandoned house that we went into. With the android with the knife. Was that meant to be Kara's like rain outfit? And then they went for a more realistic one. That's Ralph. Why are they mosaicing the face? I guess the face is hard to draw, but like I said, I feel like they just took pictures of real people and then drew over the top of them. Or like, this could be a really good artist at drawing realistic people. Because again, it makes sense that they haven't found the actors yet. So that's why the difference of the concept art. That was him getting food. He's got a knife. His hand was much more damaged in that one. And he's got... doesn't even look like a possum there. It looks like some sort of like futuristic alien slug. Alright, pack 4. What we got? Buildings, don't care. That's the graveyard of androids where they're all climbing out. I'm surprised that wasn't more of a thing. More of a news article. Drugs! Drugs here. RA9. Oh, I forgot to mention RA9. Yeah, so we've beaten the game, and yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. I guess it's up to the viewer. Like, you can say Marcus is RA9. You can even make the argument that Connor is RA9. But RA9 was meant to be the people who set them free, which is Marcus. But like an in-game explanation, I don't quite like letting it be vague and having to make your own decision. At least not on this, which is so important, because RA9 was all over the game. All the androids were talking about it. They were carving it into the walls, like obsessively. And yet it wasn't that big of a deal. So there we can see the body. And that was Kara cutting her hair. Running across the road. Where, look, so I guess at some point they were planning for you to either intentionally or accidentally create a massive accident. And that's what androids were going to look like underneath the skin. I think that looks much better. I think the white skin over the top is a bit, I wouldn't say easy. It's easy to model and texture. Whereas there, it looks like you've got, you know, muscle for the blue parts. Which I think they do actually have in the game, but it only lit up under certain circumstances. Like when they were damaged, I believe. So that's Marcus's hobo outfit. When he was going to be damaged. And that was the earpiece. That was the eyepiece. That was the heart. And the legs. Oh, that looks gruesome. Oh, so there's going to be like his foot still attached even though all the rest is missing. I think that would have been more fucked up. Right. 3, 4, 5. Fucking hell, I'm a moron. Oh, it's this. That's Hank's restaurant, a little food truck. Well, those are two very different places. That's where it ended up being in the game, like in a shithole area, where it looks like it was going to be in a more like busy area, whereas it looks out of the way. RA9 and the symbol was going to be in the hallway, not in the apartment where all the birds were. The birds were always going to be there. That's an interesting idea. Well, they're going to chase Connor. That looks weird. Or is that meant to be the android running away with the birds? I think it is. Was it meant to have like bird control or something? It was going to have a rooftop. That was always going to be a part. Do we get on the train when we were chasing him? I think probably we only get on the train if we chase him and we don't go after Hank. But I don't think that's true, actually. Just off my memory, I think we catch the android very quickly after we choose not to save Hank. We're going to smash through a window. So that chase was good, but it looks like there's going to be more involved. That was the bird shit android with blue blood all over its fingers. It looks nothing like that in the game. Well, it looks similar. It's got the hat, but that's the only thing that's similar. Those are the androids working on the farm. They've got drones on the farm. Machinery. Ooh, was that going to be Kara? That's Ferndale Station, so that's when Marcus is finding the path to Jericho. I was about to say it was Marcus originally going to be a woman, but she's got the LED there, so maybe, who knows, maybe it would have been a woman by the start. But then all the concept art we've seen so far, it was a man. I might have to put an android woman there just because. Going through all the environmental arts, getting to Jericho. But it was always going to fall through, apparently, from the looks of this. There's meant to be way more people there at the start from the looks of it. And they've got devices there. That one on the left and on the right, they're holding like LEDs. I don't know what that is. Like they were playing with something. That's going to be the psychic one. That stereotype. Why is this? There's a white triangle at the top left and bottom left. Can I hide that? I can. Okay, that's better. But there's always going to be, I guess, the psychic one. With the one on the right. And that is a like dirty android that you find in Jericho. That was going to be the psychic one. So that's what their brain looks like. So we never actually saw that. Like a sphere. These are all different androids. These would be the leaders, I guess, because I think the one on the left is North. The one in the middle is Simon, and the one on the right is Josh. And maybe I get Simon and Josh confused. I don't know which one's which. That's everything for that pack. So let's go 6. This will be Zlatko's house. I want to see if we can find any monsters. Yes, so Alice has got the teddy there, so I'm certain the teddy bear was meant to be with her the entire time. I think there's a monster there in the back, and some limbs on the bottom right. You can take this concept art straight out of Resident Evil. Oh, that looks a bit more aggressive than what it is in the game. In the game it just goes in like the lower back, but there it looks like she's got handcuffs on. It looks like there's a head brace around a skull that holds them in place. And look, oh, there's even a video camera there, which makes it 10 times more creepy, because it makes it seem like it'd be torturing them instead of just resetting them. Oh, that's much more gross. Oh, and there's a dead android in the bath like there is in the game. Although he's not dead in the game, he's got him taken apart. That's like, oh, it looks like a butcher there. He's got like a butcher mask on and a butcher gown and gloves. They made him more of a psychopath in this in the CG art. That looks cool and very disturbing. I didn't realise its guts were hanging out on the bottom. Oh, that poor polar bear. And he looks almost identical to his in-game model, Luther. I think a very similar actor. It's like, cause that's what they ended up going with. Ooh, he has a robotic arm on the right one. That's interesting. I actually think that would have been a better touch. Like how he's so good at messing around with androids, because he's got an android arm and he's. You could even make the idea that he's made it himself. So that's Hank's house where he's passed out. They would have had a conservatory door, where instead of just smashing through the window. Oh, look at that! Oh, I love the way he's holding that, like it's dirty. He's like, yuck, disgusting. That's all of his different outfits. Okay. And then at the Eden Club. Yes, that's pretty much the same. Oh, I was wondering what there was in the one in the middle, if it was a human or an android, but considering she's wearing a nightie in a club, it's going to be one of the androids. But this is almost identical to what it is in the game. That would be the murder. Storage room. They've all got different outfits. In the game they only had one outfit, but then again, I think it would have been a bit creepy if they had all these different like sexy outfits like that. That one is very different from what they ended up going with. Like, it's very. I think in the game it's very basic. It's just like a sports bra and like boxer brief. And that's the warehouse. Is that crates? No, there's someone jumping along the top. I thought one of the crates were falling over. Oh, Anything interesting on these? Right, so you can see I've got two different androids there, like a smaller one and a bigger one. So there would have been like, one's like Luther, when they're like giants, and they're like military ones, so they're heavy lifting. There's a Jericho workers, and the androids would have been in bags. I made it harder to hack them. Blue blood would have been like an IV instead of like a drink, which makes more sense. You're just waiting to get crushed. You've got a death wish. Right, Black 8. So this is going to be the theme park, which looks much better than it did in the game. We've got to go over a bridge, like a skull. Although I think the one in the game looked more realistic to a real, like, carnival area. With all these stalls at the side for all the little games and buying, like, this vendor food. Oh, that's a very creepy smile to the one on the right. And Kara looks more like she does in the game there. I guess that's after you change your hair. This would have been the news tower. Isn't that? Oh, it's Connor getting his heart ripped out and his hand stuck with a knife in the wall. That was always written in the game from the very beginning. Going up the side of the tower. Keeping an eye out for anything interesting. Jumping off, so that's Marcus in like his skydiving outfit. That's so I guess rowing the boat very awkwardly around the pond was always in the game as well. And Amanda isn't the old. It doesn't look like it. I don't think she's the old white woman there. She's gone back to like more like how she looks in the main game now. That is the security guard from the tower, as well as some of the android receptionists and workers. North looks very different there. I think they probably went through the most changes, especially is it the second from the left, Simon or Josh? I don't remember which. But looks like he's gone through so many different transitions, and that's what some of the designs they went for without the skin. So one on the left looks like carbon fiber. I like the eyes on the one on the left though, but I think it makes more sense for like the one in the middle and the one on the right. I think I prefer the one in the middle, where it's like a mix of both. That's kind of pointing the gun at Hank, so that was always a scene. Done. I'm loving these. I love this game so much, I can just sit here and go for all of this. Right, so that's Rose's house, let's get rid of the border. And it looks like it would have been collapsed at some point. Strange. The house looks like it would have been very different, as well as the laundry room, as well as the entire place. And the sun would have been slightly different. Same sort of clothes. So Carl would have looked the same. Got here. This is free in the store. It looks like we would have had lots more people helping us from the looks of it. All's gone back to the same. Was that running the truck for the glass doors to get into the store? But there's people already inside. There have been way more people, and the statue is different. I think we end up with the one on the right, maybe. But the one on the left, where the android's bowing down to the human, is a weird one. Everything for that one. So this is meeting with North at Jericho. And then we're doing the march. Let's go up onto full screen. What I find interesting there is the android with the small child on the left. That being a nanny. Because we did actually see Kara in this area looking after a child as well. So that was them taking that from the concept art. That was a protest with the soldiers coming on the left. And then that's when if you go into a fight mode, that looks like a chainsaw at the bottom. I think it's meant to be like Molotov cocktails. There's meant to be a sky bridge above there as well. That's I've always forgotten his name. Kamsky's house. That looks like an alien UFO that's just landed in the middle of an ocean. And he would have had a sexy statue in the middle. That looks like Connor's looking at it or poking it. And he would have always had the scene with... Is she naked at the front with Chloe? So he had a harem of Chloe's. I would have guessed that we might have had a naked one there. And another one that he pulls out for us to shoot at the back. Yeah, she's naked there as well. So he would have had a harem of naked girls, of course he would. And Chloe looks almost identical to what she does in the game. He looks like he's giving a TED talk. Nailed like the douchebag tech CEO. And he's in his fucking dressing gown with a gun. Meeting with thingy. Ooh, that one's an interesting look. That's meeting with Amanda, but it's a weird sort of design where Connor's above her looking down. That's the evidence locker at the police station. That looks much different to what it did in the game. It looks a bit more futuristic there, where you have like the glass panels and LEDs. Carl would have been very different. He would actually, it looks like he's actually in a hospital there and not in his room. That's the Jericho church that we ended up going to, which looks much more destroyed here than it did in the game. With Marcus giving his speech on top of like a tower. Bizarre. That's Jericho once we've been building it up. That looks almost identical to the game. Don't know what that is. Is that them discussing the plan on like a holographic banner, I guess? Like a holographic map of the city. That would also have been Jericho. I imagine this is what it should have been like if you're a bit more aggressive and they've got like the signs like not slaves, equal rights, like it's a bit more messy, a bit less organised. That's the attack on Jericho. It would always been the same. The Connor meeting with Marcus, I think? Well, the one on the right looks tiny. I don't know what that's meant to be. And then the last one, Pack 12. This would be like the ending of the game. So this is the bus station, or Cyberlife. So it was always going to be like a massive building with a weird bridge getting there. It's very bizarre. Is that its entire island? An entire island to itself. And there's loads of concept art for this building. Considering we went in there long, and that is actually identical. Didn't change that at all. That is different. And that the rows are in like a circle, which I think is a bit more chaotic. That's the camps that we attack. Look very different. I think that's us winning. I can't tell if they've all got like red LEDs or if it's like an effect to the light on the camera. Let's tell. That's Andrew's getting destroyed during the fight if we chose to fight them instead of doing a peaceful protest. Is that like a ship? Don't know what that is. Like a mini Jericho, maybe. Don't know what that is. Don't know what a surveillance tower, it said there, but I don't know. Don't remember seeing this in the game. Oh, it's trucks full of dead androids. Alright, I see. A magnetic chamber and energy supply. So they take androids in there and turn it on and kill them. It looks like the room that Dr. Manhattan goes in, where he becomes Dr. Manhattan. The resistance Marcus looks a lot more there like he does in the game. And I like the what is it? Oh, I don't know let's call it the mouth cover. Police uniforms, the Cyberlife Tower. Not that much difference, to be honest. And that's it. That's all the concept art. Let's just double check. I think we went through all these. Yeah, we did. And that'll be everything. So I'm actually going to go through all this again because I love it that much. I forgot what the option is to get Chloe back. No, it's on there somewhere. Yeah, so I love this game so much, I've decided I'm going to play it again. Next week, we'll start again doing a bad playthrough where I'm going to try and get the worst endings possible, or at least, at the very least, we're going to do the opposite choices of what we picked during this good playthrough.